Hello, happy Samhain, mid-fall. I encourage you to get extra cozy for this meditation. If you can bring yourself to a darker space, have blankets, anything extra, and I always encourage you to have a journal close by that you can go to straight after to notate anything that you want to remember, that you want to keep in mind. And when you're ready, either sit with a long, tall spine or come to lay down. Adjust yourself. Feel yourself sinking into the ground. Take a deep breath in, and I want you to tense up your whole body. Tense up your face, your mouth, scrunch up your shoulders, clench any muscle you can think, clench your fingers, your toes, and then I want you to exhale and release it all. Relax it all. Your face, your jaw, your shoulders. Feel your hips sinking down. And I just want you to do a scan of your body. Is there any area that you might be clenching some tension that you didn't notice before? Can you just take a moment to breathe into that, to relax that area? And once you do so, I want you to continue to just breathe. And then imagine yourself next to a stream or a river. And maybe you're walking next to it. Maybe you're laying in it or floating. And now I want you to imagine that this stream is leading somewhere. You're not quite sure where, but you know that you need to follow it. And as you begin to walk, you notice that the light around you is a little darker, looks a little different. You notice that the leaves have changed. The trees that are still holding their leaves, they're not green anymore. They're orange and yellow. Maybe there's some brilliant reds. Maybe some of the trees are totally naked. There might be a couple near this stream that are clinging to life, holding a little bit of color, not quite ready to release. And you keep following the stream or riding the stream. And then you notice that it's going into an opening into a cave. And there's something behind the cave, but you're not quite sure what yet. So you decide to go inside. And the stream flows in there as well. And it's leading you somewhere in the cave. And you see a dim light, and you keep following it. And when you get there, you see that the light is peeking out under a door. And you notice the door is a particular color and a particular shape. What is it? And you can tell that the door wants you to open it. It's inviting you inside. So you do. And you go in, and there's a room, and it's just for you. And this room is holding a memory for you, a memory from this year of something that has been leading you up until this point, up until this moment. And maybe it's more than one memory. Maybe it's a memory from each season. Maybe as you reflect back from summer to spring to winter, they connect to each other, but they're bringing you here. And what have they been guiding you to? What have they been moving you towards? What is this memory or these memories that are standing out to you? And as you kind of stand there and look around and reflect, the memory begins to fade. And you're just in a room. You're in a room in this cave. And you can tell that the room is made for you because there is an altar. Or maybe it's a mantle, or maybe it's a space on the ground. And it has lots of treasures. But you notice a picture frame. And in that picture frame, it is holding an ancestor. Maybe it's one that you've met, or maybe it's one you've never met. And you go towards the picture and you pick it up, and you notice the frame. What does it look like? What color is it? What does your ancestor look like? What are they wearing? Can you tell what time frame it's from? And you know that they have a message for you. You know that there's something that they're wanting you to see. And I want you to ask them a question. And the question is, what in my life do I need to see differently? What in my life do I need to see differently so that maybe I can understand something that I currently don't? Maybe there's something that feels really frustrating, or a person, or a group of people that's really hard for you and leaves you feeling really unsettled. What can I see differently to help me understand and to help me feel more at peace? And I want you to wait, and I want you to see what they have to say to you. And I want you to thank them. And I want you to place that picture back on the altar. And I want you to look at the altar again. Maybe there is something else there that's standing out to you. Maybe it's an object. Maybe it's a different picture. Maybe it's a dried flower or a creation. Or maybe it's a written message. I want you to find it. What's there for you? And if nothing's coming to you, if you're not noticing or you're unsure, just take a deep breath and ask yourself, what could be a friend to me the last 6 weeks of this year? What can be a friend to me as I let everything die off as winter comes? And notice what it is. Notice the message and the color. And I want you to hold it to your heart. And then place it back on the altar. And now you've noticed that the stream that's at the door has turned around and it's going the other way. and it wants to take you with it. Are you going to ride it, or are you going to walk alongside of it? As you go to leave the door, I want you to look back at your altar and thank it. Thank your ancestor and jump on the stream or walk next to it. And you see the light. And it's a brighter light this time. And you follow it as you approach the opening of the cave. And you start to see the trees again. And I just want you to take a seat. And as you do so, take a deep breath and begin to feel yourself coming back into your own space, in your own surroundings. And I just want to thank you for taking this time to yourself and to connect to different parts of yourself. And I encourage you to go to your journal. What did your ancestor have to say? What did you notice about them? What was your gift? Who can be a friend? What did the door look like? Notate anything that might be beneficial for you to come back and reflect on. Have a wonderful Samhain and enjoy the rest of your fall.